60 SMMEs were selected to pitch virtually from 9 African countries to the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator panel. 60 who were hoping to be one of the final 11. And now, here they are, the final 11. On the previous episode of the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator, we met Tupuca, a mobile delivery service startup from Angola, using tech to ensure everybody can get goods delivered to their door, as well as Taskmoby, an e-commerce innovation which is the first digital marketplace in Ethiopia that connects customers with qualified home service providers. Coming up on Africa Accelerator, Mighty Finance is a fintech innovation from Zambia that gives small businesses digital financial support. Today we travel to Zambia to meet a female-led fintech innovation called Mighty Finance. A recent study shows that there are over 1 million informal micro and small enterprises in Zambia. Fintech has allowed microfinance institutions such as Mighty Finance to provide smaller loans to startups with less stringent conditions and at lower interest rates than commercial banks.
My name is Fwanganji Boa, and I'm the CEO and founder of Mighty Finance Solution. We are an online business lending platform, and we offer small businesses loans. So I was born in Ndola, a town called Ndola in Zambia, and grew up there most of my life. I moved into Lusaka and completed my education from the University of Zambia.
Waganji was one of the 60 SMMEs from across 9 African countries selected to pitch virtually to the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator panel.
We are an online business platform, and we are building an automated decision process for small businesses and SMEs. Over 85% of SMEs in Zambia do not have access to quick and affordable financing. Most of them are deemed not creditworthy, and some who do qualify with traditional financial institutions actually fall off long and lengthy application processes, or they get funds which are delivered in a matter of weeks, if not more. Mighty Finance Solution is here to change that. We have a simple and quick online and offline-based application process. We have a high-risk decisioning technology and in-house credit rating algorithm that we use together with alternative scoring methods to be able to assess our customers for creditworthiness. We are also able to then give decision in minutes and also a disbursement of funds to their e-wallet, bank account, mobile money, or a virtual debit card within a couple of hours.
Do you guys own your IP? Do you have an in-house team building the software?
We have an in-house team that's building the software, but we will have complementary software that would have to get off the shelf.
How do you scale this business?
How we're looking to scale this business, we're currently concentrated in Lusaka, and we're hoping to get our model right and then scale this to other provinces as we're looking to actually deploy the solution to other emerging markets.
Bank loans in Zambia are very expensive to access due to high interest rates charged by Zambian commercial banks. Currently, interest rates are in excess of 30%.
So fintech, particularly for me or for our business, is just us being able to use technology to be able to provide financial services and solutions. Okay, so we launched our business in 2021, pretty much new on the landscape. And so far, we've been able to process over 1,800 applications and funded over hundreds of businesses across the country. So right now, we're looking to actually expand that and be able to have more products that are diversified for the target that we have.
Zambia's commercial banking sector has a total of 19 international and local banks. However, small businesses still struggle to gain financial support from these institutions.
You would find that in Zambia, like most of parts of Africa, many people are not on the grid. They can't have access to internet and things like that, but there is technology that is able to provide solutions for them to access digital financial services. I know, of course, the narrative is that there's so many barriers, and they are, in that there are not so many women who are in the technology space. But I think I've been fortunate enough to have some accelerators that have been able to offer me that kind of space where you have a safe space, so I can say you've got women entrepreneurs who are in tech that are actually building solutions across Africa, and you're able to bounce off of them. So sometimes, yes, the journey is quite lonely because being virtual or not being able to really just have somebody so close, it's not that easy. So navigating that turf has been a challenge on its own. So basically, one of the things that we have decided as a business is to ensure that we're able to impact the lives of the women that we are serving. And we do follow through them from the time that we onboard them to the time, as time goes on, we then get to monitor what is happening. So most of them really just want to plow back into their homes, into their business. And we've been able to see women start a small business, be able to grow with that business, take their children to school, start building a house. And that's the kind of impact that we want to see trickle out to the rest of the country.
By fostering digital financial inclusion for women, Mighty Finance made it to the next round of the Africa Accelerator program.
I would encourage people to actually be on this platform. I have been actually telling a couple of other entrepreneurs back home just how awesome it is to be on this platform, the opportunity that it presents, not just for them or us as leaders, but also for their businesses. So I think this is, it's been a long time waiting. There are a couple of accelerators that are out there, but I think MultiChoice brings a different face to the game. So really, there is no need for any business to fail if you're really going to go through this platform.
Having been selected for the 29 due to fly to Johannesburg to pitch to the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator panel of judges, Waganji is well aware that the program is an opportunity for upscaling and upskilling her business to the rest of Africa and the world. Her time at the welcome dinner allowed her to meet the rest of the cohort, and the next day's orientation ensured that she was equipped for her live pitch at the MultiChoice studio. Waganji is now ready to pitch her fintech innovation Mighty Finance live to our panel of judges.
Take it away, Waganji.
Thank you. Many SMEs are the economic darlings of economies today. They're agile, they're innovative, they drive competition, not to mention they create the most jobs. Unfortunately, they're always pushed at the back end when it comes to accessing credit. We have a platform that is able to score credit worthiness instantly, and this is aided by the partnership with our e-commerce platforms and payment gateways. This gives us a unique insight into the company's financial performance. Our platform also allows for a decision to be made in real time, as well as disbursements to be released within hours to our clients, making them access finance far much quicker than ever before. Join us as we help over 40 million SMEs in sub-Saharan Africa to access quick capital in a quick and easy manner so they can grow, survive, and thrive.
How is your organization creating jobs or opportunities for other young people?
Thank you so much for that. We are creating opportunity because we do engage the young people from college, those who are just finishing up school or are not working, to go out into the markets, into the public where the SMEs are found, to educate them on those products that we have. Mm-hmm. But also we're using them to educate them on accessing digital financial services. Mm-hmm. So not only are we giving them information and knowledge and building their capacity as youths themselves, but they're also transferring this knowledge to the SMEs. So to date, the accelerator has been able to equip me with a lot of information, knowledge, different types of industry experts that I can actually fall back on. We've already dealt with a lot of people from the tech side who've helped us develop our sprints, and so much has gone on, as you've said. So success for me would be, even at this point, if I'm able to implement that which I've gotten from here and take my business to the next level, I think that will be a great story to bring back to MultiChoice.
After the break, we look back at each of our 11 finalists' journey through the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator program and see them pitch one last time After a round of studio pitches in South Africa, 11 finalists have emerged. Let's take one more look at their journey. We commenced our journey in East Africa. Famed for its wildlife preservation, Kenya has a high maternal and infant mortality rate, as well as a substantial number of infectious diseases like HIV, tuberculosis, and malaria, which form part of the health challenges in Kenya. The creation of Zuri Health, a health tech platform by Ikechukwe, provided a solution for his region.
At Zuri Health, we're democratizing access to healthcare in Africa. Zuri Health's mission is to provide the basic universal healthcare experience on demand.
Next up was Ghana, famous for its beautiful sandy beaches. The e-commerce industry in Ghana is confronted with a number of significant limitations, such as highly inefficient logistics operations, limited technological infrastructure, and a lack of awareness of e-commerce among rural residents. Felix and his team bridged the gap with their e-commerce solution, Tendo.
We believe that with Tendo, there's an opportunity to even unlock a bigger market as we provide more access to people to start their own businesses on social media.
Our journey took us to Nigeria, one of Africa's most vibrant countries, where some of the major challenges faced by Nigerian farmers include limited access to farmland, inadequate financing from the banking sector, as well as a poor transport system and road network. Fintech and agri-tech innovation, crop to cash, is set to alleviate these problems.
Making it easier for smaller farmers to access digital financial services can improve and increase their productivity and income.
Still on the west coast of Africa in Nigeria, with the growing use and adoption of digital technology in Africa, fraudulent online transactions have increased as well. According to estimates, cybercrime costs the continent $4 billion annually.
Then we are able to verify documents in real time, and also an automated system where they are able to, in real time, monitor transactions and detect fraud before it happens. Just join us as we are able to enable digital businesses fight financial crime in Africa.
We continue our journey to the tip of Africa. South African student debt stood at 16.5 billion rand in 2022. 120,000 students were not able to graduate because they collectively defaulted higher education institutions by around 7 billion rand.
GradesMatch is that solution. It helps students achieve their career goals through a single platform.
Still in Mzansi, South Africa has 11 official languages. And as we step into the fourth industrial revolution, it's evident that Africans who don't know English are getting left out of the digital world. This led to the creation of Botlhale AI, a natural language processing tool for African languages.
We offer a suite of natural language processing tools that enables organizations and companies to engage with their customers in languages that their customers understand and trust.
We find ourselves in West Africa again, in the tropical country of Ivory Coast. With high data costs and internet connectivity struggles, African content creators struggle to monetize their content online through the popular streaming platforms. This inspired Ivory Coast's Guy to create an online media platform called Star News Mobile.
African creators are the storytellers of Africa. Unfortunately, as most of you may know, they're often struggling financially. So Star News is here to help them gain financial freedom.
On the Atlantic coastline, we find Senegal. Africans are simply not saving because they cannot afford to, and are required to use their funds in order to pay for other things, including outstanding debt. However, they have leaned towards a generations-long practice of group savings. Popular among African women, having seen how impoverished people were excluded from financial services, Bernie was moved to launch Matanteam, a fintech business that digitizes traditional African savings groups in order to provide access to financial services.
We build an ecosystem of partners like banks and mobile money operators in order to deliver a range of financial services directly to the wallet of a savings group member.
Our next stop was in Ethiopia, located in East Africa. With a huge number of qualified artisans and a general large number of young people and women being unemployed in Ethiopia, it's shocking that people in the region struggle to get professionals like electricians and plumbers. Izana Raswork came up with Taskmoby, the first digital marketplace in Ethiopia that connects customers with qualified home service providers.
And so what Taskmoby does is the first digital marketplace that connects users with service providers, and we've focused in on providing both consumer services, so B2C, as well as enterprise services.
Our journey leads us to the southwest region of Africa, where we land in Angola. The major limitation in e-commerce in Angola is the lack of use of credit cards or other internationally accepted payment mechanisms. Though having a bank account among adult Angolans is not unusual, access to international credit cards is extremely restricted. With his network of vendors, Ericsson created Tupuca, an on-demand quick service platform that allows users to order from multiple vendors and service providers.
One of the things that we're super proud of is the fact that we're enabling other business. So we're not cannibalizing. Every city that we go, we're allowing other people that have their own e-commerce business to leverage on our network of deliveries.
Zambia is our final MultiChoice Accelerator stop. The challenges faced by small businesses in the finance sector when banking with commercial banks are these entities still not being able to access finance for their businesses. What started out as just an idea eventually became Mighty Finance Solutions, a fintech company that leverages a proprietary credit rating algorithm to pave the way for a unique lending experience.
Join us as we help over 40 million SMEs in sub-Saharan Africa to access quick capital in a quick and easy manner so they can grow, survive, and thrive.
The stage was set for our final 11 SMMEs to head to Dubai. But first, they had one more stop to make sure they were ready for the final pitch. 60 SMMEs were selected to pitch virtually from 9 African countries to the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator panel. Finalists who've worked hard to make it through every round of the Accelerator program with their eyes set on the final stage. But first, they have to attend Bootcamp in Zambia, where they will be equipped with everything they need for the final pitch.
I'm happy to be here in Lusaka, Zambia.
It's been a very long flight, but I'm really excited to be here. When I got the news that we've been selected, that was one of the happiest days. I was dancing on the phone.
The hard part was the pitch, which is over, but I guess we're preparing for the harder part, which is the pitch to the actual VCs in Dubai.
And I'm very excited for the bootcamp, to learn, and to, pretty much just see what the next steps look like.
And also just learning from the other entrepreneurs who've made it through to this round.
So you're much welcome to Zambia, and I hope you're going to enjoy Zambia's hospitality.
Guys, you're already very far in your journey. It's not the end, and I know you guys are an ambitious bunch, so nothing's gonna stop you. Thank you for letting MultiChoice be a part of your story. We are truly honored, and we'll take great pride in your success.
The bootcamp, which was facilitated by Kevin Holliday of C3, was aimed at helping the finalists to create the perfect pitch for investors. This intensive training program took years of research and fine-tuning to make it as effective as possible, as founder and CEO of C3, Medea Nosentini, explains.
So it's been a long journey. Of course, we get best practices from everywhere in the world. We check what other players are doing, but more so we have learned from experience. We have observed so many founders throughout the years who has been successful, who has not as much, and who has grown faster, why, what has given them the foundational knowledge and the foundational experiences to be able to succeed.
The team at C3 put together a comprehensive learning program because they understand how important mentorship is for startups looking for investment.
The expertise of the mentors and the trainers gives a different perspective to the founders. When somebody starts a company from scratch, it's very difficult to look at it from different perspectives. Founders are day in, day out busy with their daily operations and daily life, so it's always good to have an external perspective and get feedback, get support, get connections, being part of a community, helping each other, learning from the mistakes of other founders. So mentorship, building a community around those ideas and those startups, as well as bringing know-how from trainers, it's really important for their growth.
At Bootcamp Zambia, the SMMEs were taken through lessons such as demonstrating traction, providing realistic financial projections, having a clear and concise vision, and many other vital lessons.
Again, another favorite one. We're getting to the real meat of the conversation, right? You've done all this amazing pitch. Now you have to pass the test where the ask is credible, right? So again, for me, be specific. Very, very clearly state the amount of funding you're seeking and try to explain how you have arrived at that number. When you are asking for a certain amount, be clear in your own mind why you're asking for that amount. So if you are, potentially moving into a new market or you're launching a new product, it's very relevant to mention that in terms of the distribution of funds as well. That's also another major pinpoint here because you want to also demonstrate the potential. So this 4 million gives me the potential to be valued at X in the future. So I've seen this also in the ask slide where an investor can clearly see if they invest 4 million, they're going to get 10X in 3 years or something, 5 years, right? So that again demonstrates there's a tangible return for them in terms of that.
A lot of the entrepreneurs are lifelong learners, so they are adapting to the ability to bring on board new concepts, new ideas, new learning journeys. And you can see a huge difference between some of the startups and the SMMEs that came on board at the very beginning in terms of taking on that knowledge transfer from our expert trainers to be able to really, give the best chance of success and securing funding.
Having made it this far in the MultiChoice Accelerator program, it was only fitting that the 11 finalists be recognized and celebrated for their achievement. For all those in attendance, including dignitaries of the Zambian government, it was clear how MultiChoice is enriching lives with the Africa Accelerator program.
I wish to commend MultiChoice Group for this prestigious MultiChoice Africa Accelerator program initiative. This is an example of the role that the television industry can play as a vehicle for accelerating the growth of businesses and technology in particular.
I'm extremely excited to be here, and we will give you the full support that you require, that you need from government point of view. Firstly, I would like to commend MultiChoice for coming up with this brilliant program.
It's a great honor to be in your presence tonight as we acknowledge the determination, the commitment, and resilience of the SME founders who have brought us here tonight.
With the Zambia leg of the Africa Accelerator behind them, the SMMEs are now headed to their final destination. It's the world's hub of tech and innovation. the epitome of wealth and luxury. This is Dubai. In the next and final episode of Africa Accelerator, the investors are here, the stage is set, and the entrepreneurs are now ready for the final pitch. To learn more about the 2023 Africa Accelerator program, log on to our portal on the link below. The MultiChoice Africa Accelerator, powered by ECOWAS Bank, supported by MultiChoice Innovation Fund.